Good morning, everybody. Robert here, TS Homestead Prepping. I hope everyone's doing well this morning. Today is Tuesday, the 14th of June, 2020. I have some general information and concerns I kind of want to go over this morning. Some of the information was emailed to me. Some of it's been through personal experience, actually talking to people and what have you out in the stores. Anyone who has been into Walmart's, Target's, Kohl's, Home Depot's, Lowe's, you guys have seen the aisles are in most of the stores now are beyond overflowing with stuff. I mean, just pallets and pallets of stuff. You'll walk halfway in our local Walmart. You'll walk halfway through the store before you even get a cut through to get over to the other aisle. But it's just that. It's just stuff. It's microwaves and trash cans, general housewares, and toys. Haven't seen so many toys on the shelves in I don't know how long. But it's just that. It's just stuff. I mean, they are completely out of room in most of the stores. And I've been talking to employees, friends of mine, a couple friends of mine work for some of these stores, and basically we're pretty much at the same conclusion. This stuff that they're getting into the stores now is pretty much all of last year's stuff, stuff that's been trapped out on the barges, waiting to come into the docks, sitting at the docks, lack of labor, lack of trucks, stuff of that nature to get it to the stores. And these major chains basically just got bombarded. Their warehouses were overflowing. A couple reasons I think this is going on is they are trying to get as much stuff as fast as they can out of their warehouses into the stores. First off, they know they have more coming to their warehouses because they are getting some barges unloaded and everything. But also they're trying to get ahead of the fuel prices a little bit. They, without a doubt, are feeling the pinch. Even though they have millions and millions of dollars, they're feeling the pinch just like you and I are every time we get in a vehicle and turn the key. Sorry for my nasally this morning. The pollen is cranked. It's wide open this morning. But they're trying to get ahead of the fuel pinch because we all know that it's just jumping. It's in our area. It's jumped 25 cents in 3 days. It'll probably be 10 cents more as soon as I leave for work this morning. But they're also trying to get ahead of the trucker shortages. Literally, every day we lose more truckers. They're just walking away from their trucks. They cannot afford to put fuel in their trucks. They are literally physically actually losing money. There was one gentleman that I was talking to. Has been doing this same load, pretty much the same run through our area for quite some time, and he gets paid $800 for this load. It's a fairly short load in his terms, a lot of times because he goes cross country and stuff. But he gets $800 for this load. It cost him a little over $1,000 just to fill his truck the other day. So he was in the hole before he even turned the key to deliver this load. He had already lost money. And that's basically what we're dealing with. So he's about done. 15 years He's ready to walk away from his truck. And but going back to the stuff in the stores, I mean, that's why we feel that one of the reasons there's more stuff coming, and also they're getting ahead of the fuel curve a little bit. But don't let this fool you. This is also a mental distraction. You see so much stuff in the store, you don't pay attention to the lack of other items, your food items, your daily needs, your meats, baby formulas, baby food, bottled water, spices, the things that they're spreading out to make them look full. Right now, most of the items in the store are anywhere from 15% to 125%, maybe even more on some of the stuff, higher than they were this time a year ago. And these prices have taken place, skyrocketed in the last 6-8 months. So when they come out and say, oh, inflation's only 8.5%, that's bullcrap. We see it actually on the everyday items that we pay attention to. And I know that I'm not telling you guys anything that you don't already know. I'm just trying to basically smooth out some information, some confusion with the trucking and the fuel and stuff like that, and why the stores are so full. Grab what you can, stack what you can. I know things are expensive. They're expensive now. Like I said, anywhere 15 to 125% higher than they were a few months back. They're going to be that way again in another 5 or 6 months. Because the stuff that we are seeing in the stores now basically is from last year's food stores. If we didn't produce anything, we run on about a 90-day food supply here in the United States. And these are last year's food stores. The grains that were produced, the pork, the beef, the chicken, all of that stuff. I said these are last year's. Excuse me. A hog takes 10 months or so to get to the size to bring him up when he's ready to go in the store. Beef, 18, 20, 24 months before you get a good steer. And they are not producing as much as they were a year ago. So it's going to get a lot worse, a lot harder, a lot sooner than what people think, because we are burning through these stores, these food storages. And a lot of the farmers have reduced the amount of livestock that they're raising because they can't afford the feed. Like chicken feed basically has went up almost 300% in some places. Your bulk chicken houses and stuff like that, they were paying $100 and some for a ton of chicken feed. Now it's over $300 a ton. It's just out of control, and we are going to see, I'm thinking anyway, by August, September at the very latest, right around Thanksgiving, what is in the store is going to be 100% higher than where it is now, if not 200%. Like I said, the farmers are dealing with such a high increase of feed, fertilizers, labor cost. Tractors are breaking down. There's a gentleman that lives down the road from me that just got a part he's been waiting on 2.5 months. And that's with what we've been dealing with right now. So you go into the store, get whatever you can. Instead of picking up that bottle of soda out of the quick box when you get up towards the register, that's $2. Pick up an extra bag of rice, a small bag of rice. put it towards that. A box of pasta, instant mashed potatoes, just a little packet. The ones I bought the other day were like $1.29. That's at least one meal. Split it into 2 meals. It's something other than like just the soda that you might have just grabbed out of the case. You go in for one item. If you've got an extra dollar in your pocket, grab a second item. Because even if it's there, it's going to be almost unreachable. Another thing, if you haven't thought about it, that disappeared during the shutdowns, and they're starting to disappear now. They were stocked up for a while, and they're already running low on them. It's like medical supplies, everyday personals, gauze, peroxide, toothpaste, Band-Aids, alcohol. There's some places alcohol is already off the shelf. And there again, the prices are just going to escalate. So if you can't afford the biggest bottle of alcohol and they have it, grab the small one. Just grab it now. Another thing to consider, if you have any of the newer diesel engines, they require the DEF, the fuel treatment. A lot of places are running out of it. These newer trucks will not run without it. And I did some price comparisons on these because there's a couple of members of my family that have these trucks. The Walmart brand, these are increases within the last week to 2 weeks. Walmart brand was $8.98 a jug. Now it's $11.98. Lowe's, they sell it as well. It went from $10.90 to $16.30. And Harbor Freight went from $12.99 to $17.99. Now these are their online prices. I'm not sure where they're at in the stores. The stores are going to differ. And going back to the medical supplies, we all know that we have civil unrest coming. If you remember the civil unrest in 2020, whether it was caused billions and billions of dollars worth of damage across the United States, they were just tearing down, burning, looting. No matter who they were, it doesn't matter who was doing it. They were basically allowed to run amok. Nobody did anything about it. Now imagine that same type of unhinged, unlawful behavior being fueled by poverty, hunger, unemployment, homelessness. When people get hungry, they get desperate. And when people get desperate, they don't think clearly, and they're going to do the same thing all over again. They're going to loot stores, and they're going to come back around and they're going to burn them down again. Different stores that they missed, the ones they looted, they didn't burn down. They're going to come back and clean up after themselves and see what they missed the first time around. Believe me, eventually, if it gets bad enough, they're going to branch out, and they're going to be targeting homes. Apartments in the cities, homes in the cities, apartments and homes in the suburbs. It doesn't matter. When people get hungry enough, they need to eat. And bottom line is, they're going to be coming wherever they got to come to support themselves and their family. And they're going to, however they have to do it, they're going to do it. The Department of Homeland Security has, over the last week, the last few days, they even updated it again 2 days ago, I believe it was. They are warning everyone. They are expecting a tremendous amount of unrest. Basically, they're talking about small gatherings, religious institutions, parades, carnivals, doesn't matter. They're planning unrest all across the United States. And it's going to probably lead up anywhere from around the July 4th area on up to the midterms. Closer it gets to the midterms, it's going to be even heavier unrest. So do your own diligence, do your own research. Keep your head on a swivel. Watch your back, watch your friends' back, watch your family's back. We're in for another road to hoe here. It's not going to be fun. And a lot of the stuff going on in the media, in the stores, like I said, they're just stacking stuff. All this stuff is distractions. The stuff you were hearing last week has been replaced by something else. And it's all coming down to just to actually have you follow the media and look away from the actual truth. Just take a minute in life, slow down, and keep your head on a swivel and pay attention to the actual truth. Grab what you can, stack it to the rafters if you can. Have a yard sale. If it's stuff just sitting around your house, you can make $1 on it. If it's worth $5, oh well, sell it for $1. Get $1 in your hands. Put it into your resources, your food, your medical supplies, water, backup heating, backup air, backup power of some sort. You need to do what you can. Be resourceful and just take care of yourself. Take care of your neighbors. Make friends with people that you have lived around. You may need them. They may need you. You may not 100% like them. But in a major crisis, you would rather have them with you than against you. You guys be safe out there. God bless and have a wonderful day. Thank you.